All right, bank robbery story. Dear Mr. Burr, finally, a little respect on this podcast. Love the podcast, this person says. So, back in the late 90s, I was living in Tampa for college and worked at a bank near Busch Gardens. What a great place to go to college, Tampa. Huh? All the hot chicks walking around, all the bars. I mean, you're not studying. College is just to delay the rest of your miserable life. So go have a good time, unless you're going after a dream. Other than that, if you just picked a major, go to college in Tampa. At least you'll have those memories. Jesus, that was negative. Sorry. So back in the late 90s, I was living in Tampa for college and worked at a bank near Busch Gardens, which, you know, in Tampa, that might be the name of a strip club. I don't like the landing strip. Come on down to Busch Gardens. Wall-to-wall pubes. So after opening one morning, a guy came in with his T-shirt pulled over his head. Think Beefus doing Cornholio. There's a great reference. I am Cornholio. I need tiki for my bunghole. He walked up to the teller next to me and yelled, "Give me hundreds and fifties." She just froze and said, "What?" He had a tire iron in one hand. He came in to rob the bank like he was going to clean up the neighborhood. He had a tire iron in one hand and kept using the other to hold open the neck hole to see out of it. It kept closing up because he was shaking so bad. Oh, this poor bastard. I said, "I think he wants your larger bills, but this dumbass doesn't see this bulletproof glass." I started laughing. Oh, my God. You took a gamble that he didn't have anything else. The guy took the iron and hit the glass and didn't even scratch it. He ran outside with nothing, still attempting to hold the neck hole of his shirt open. My manager was pissed, but I said he wasn't in my teller window, so technically I didn't not cooperate with the demands. Dude, you got a fucking law degree in your future, man. You should become a lawyer. Anyway, a detective came in with 2 FBI agents, and they were watching the video. They called me in when they saw me laughing on the video and asked what was said. They laughed when I told them. I got to get some FBI agents. Any FBI agent, you want to come in, just say you work for a certain service, and I want to hear all your dumb fucking criminal stories. I got transferred to a different branch a month later, and that one didn't have glass in the lobby. I'm sure a fuck you planned by the manager. Absolutely. They wanted you to get your mind right. Oh, this guy thinks he's all bulletproof behind the glass. We're going to send him to our first bank from 1860 that we never fucking did a remodel on. Anyway, P.S. Now I'm a detective. I was going to say, I knew you had something beyond this job in your future. I think of that day every time I go to a bank robbery. Come back to South Florida soon. Wow. Wow, you got balls, man. You got balls. I mean, yeah, just fucking give him the money. You put the fucking tracker in there and then, go eat your brown bag lunch and be happy nothing happened to you. But thank God you didn't, or else, I'd have nothing to talk about during this part of the podcast. Jesus Christ, the dumb fuck doesn't know. What did you say to him? I think he wants your larger bills, but this dumbass doesn't see the bulletproof glass. Well, I guess once you have a fucking T-shirt over your goddamn head, that's probably a good indication he doesn't have a gun. All right, funny, quote, robbery story. This goes straight across. If you own a store, if somebody tried to mug you or whatever, I want to hear these ones. All right, funny robbery story. Hey, Billy Bear back in it, Burr. So I used to work in a pizza place. I really wish you said parlor for my accent. A pizza parlor. That was very busy. That was a very busy spot after the bar let out because we had huge slices and we're open until 4 a.m. Well, absolutely. Every town has the big slice of pizza back on the East Coast. You got to have it. We used to have this great place in Boston. And it was a great slice of pizza too. It was basically a double wide slice of pizza. It was this bar called Dominic's. It was right across from the legendary Nick's Comedy Stop, where I started 30 years ago on March 2nd. And one of the big thrills in my life was when I got invited over there to hang out. And I got to hang out with the late, great Kevin Knox, Frank Santarelli, Don Gavin. They were all there, all the fucking legends. And they'd be over there having a couple of pops. And all you had to do as a new comic was shut the fuck up, buy a round, and you get to hear some of the greatest stand-up comedy stories ever. And right next to the bar was a window. It was a pizza place that was part of it. And at the end of the night, after you had a bunch of fucking drinks and you needed to air quote sober up, that was back when we thought if you had a double slice of pizza, you could actually drive a car 60, 70 miles an hour down the fucking Southeast Expressway through the Central Artery. And you'd go over there, and it was just the fucking best. And it was just a bunch of drunk people, drunk guys, drunk chicks, standing out there folding these slices and shoving it down our fucking pie holes. Oh, that was one of the saddest days ever. Now there's a W Hotel there. A soulless W Hotel. Oh, it's so awful. It's just so awful what corporations do to the vibes of towns. They just kill the fucking vibes. And then because there's no vibe in their hotels, they then have to create a vibe with aquarium lighting or whatever the fuck it is they do over there. All right, funny robbery story. The pizza place. It was a very busy spot after the bar let out because we had huge slices and were open until 4 a.m. Now, while I worked there, tons of employees came and went, mainly because it was really long hours. Regular hours involved working 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. 4 to 4. Wow. So one night, while working, a dude came in with a bandana on his face, and he yells at me, "Give me all the money," while his hands is in his pockets that looked like he had a gun. Without even thinking, I say, "Go fuck yourself." And then he starts laughing, takes the bandana off and asks, "How'd you know it was me?" Apparently, he used to work there, but I had no clue who he was. It took me a second to even recognize him after telling me this. So if this had been a real robber, I would have either just thwarted him by standing firm or I would have got my ass beat or killed. People, there is no fucking reason to ever get killed in a robbery on purpose. Okay? Don't listen to these stories and be like, I want to have a funny story so I can write into a podcast. Please do not do any of this shit. Especially if you're working 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. slinging fucking pizzas and hash to a bunch of drunks. Anyways, just thought it was funny. It's fucking legendary. Just thought it was funny that I was so pissed that someone tried to rob us that I had no regard for my own safety. Please tell me they at least gave you Employee of the fucking Month. Give me all the fucking money. Go fuck yourself. I don't even feel like I can. You know what? In honor of you, I'm not going to say go fuck yourself because you already did it to end this podcast. That is amazing. So please keep your if I was a dictator things coming in. Tell me your robbery stories because these are amazing. All right, that's the podcast, everybody. Once again, congratulations to the Los Angeles Rams, Sean McVay, all of those guys. Oh, my God. So I even forgot half the drama of the game. Odell Beckham getting hurt, was having the game of his life. So great to see him get a ring. 99, I forget his fucking name. I shouldn't, but I got 2 kids under the 5 and under, man. I don't know anybody's names anymore. He wreaked havoc, and he got himself a ring. Very happy for them. Cooper Kupp, all of those guys. And like I said, the Bengals are going to be a problem in the future. They just got to get an offensive line. I mean, if they have an offensive line, they're Super Bowl champions right now, man. It's just so they had that. fucking close. And I know as much as Bengal fans were excited to get Joe Burrow in the draft, there's no fucking way, especially after that knee injury, you thought you were going to make it all the way to the Super Bowl in just his second year. And not only that, he beat the Kansas City Chiefs, that fucking juggernaut offense. He went toe-to-toe with them, and their defense stopped them in the AFC Championship game. So nothing to hang your heads about. But we've all been there as fans, having your team lose the big one. It sucks, but nothing but bright stuff in the future. I'm not even going out on a limb. Everybody knows that. That is it. That is the podcast. You know what I usually say, but in honor of that guy making pizzas for 12 hours, helping all those people, air quotes, sober up. You guys have a wonderful couple of days, and I'll check in on you on Thursday.